Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. Pardon me, back again. Carax's Scriptbane has returned. We'll be continuing on with Living World Season 2. Not sure how much further we've got, because I'm going to be skipping the very last chapter, because it's terrible content. Nobody wants to watch me swear at volume for an extended length of time. I don't think. And since we're going at Heart of Thorns, we're going to be grabbing the Dragon Hunter Elite Spec. I might as well start training it. I won't swap over to it, but there's no reason for me not to get rid of the annoying red exclamation point. Season 2. Seeds of Truth. Oh god, is this the one where I have to play as Kaith? Oh no. I had really genuinely forgotten how awful Living World Season 2 is. From a playability point of view. We've heard your request to speak with the Pale Tree. She has moments of clarity, but they're unpredictable and interspersed with long periods of unconsciousness. Please, come at your convenience, but you'll have to wait until she awakens. Right. This quest is awful. Might even be two awful ones. There's one, I remember, where it's done as an incredibly awful implementation of a stealth mechanic, where you're better off just killing everything. And the other is, and that one is with the Inquest, experimenting on Sylvari, and Kaith is trying to get them out or something. I don't remember exactly. And the other is Kaith and Fowlin in Silver Wastes, I think. Running into the centaurs and killing a lot of them. The really bad one is the first one I mentioned, with the Asura. The Inquest,
Mordremoth has
specifically.
already claimed too many victims. Do you think the Pale Tree will recover?
Our mother is resilient, but the Mordrim tore at her in ways we don't fully understand. We know it affected her mind. She fades in and out of awareness, but she said she was able to protect the dream from the assault.
But at what cost to herself?
I'm ready to go.
Hey there, I spoke with one of the Sylvari. He said the Pale Tree could wake up at any time. I'm glad you made it when you did. They promised to let us know when she wakes. Where's Kaz? She stayed in Camp Resolve to help prepare for the launch. Rox and Bram too. Timmy said she was going back to school, but you never know with that child. Good, we'll make this visit as quick as we can. Are you excited to tell the Pale Tree what you know about the egg? I am. She can perhaps help us find Kaith. Let's hope so. I can tell you what you want to find. I can tell you want to find her as quickly as possible. Is something on your mind, Jory? You've been quiet. I guess I just don't understand why this egg is so important. How is an egg going to help us take down Mordremoth? The Pact is about ready to leave without us. I know killing Mordremoth means a lot to you. It killed my sister. I killed a lot of people's sisters, Toots. I have to ask you to trust me. Mordremoth is one battle in a greater war. And you're certain this egg will help us win the war. Okay, boss. I'm with you. I need your support, Jory. Your friendship, too. Thanks. Gosh, I really don't need the friendship, bro.
Someone's coming. Good news, hopefully.
Mender Ain.
Friend, she's aware now, but we can never predict for how long. Follow me, please.
If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the baby powder. That's a really, really old joke. Older even than me. Hard as that probably is to believe.
Mother, I've brought the Pact Commander who asked to see you.
Good. I was hoping to see you soon. The vision.
You mean the Marvel superhero? Have you made any progress with it? I believe so. I found the egg, but what a relief. You may have just saved Tyria. The struggle is far from over, but if you had failed to find and protect the egg, it would never have been... It would have been over before it began. So, Kaith has the egg in her custody. We're trying to find her. That's... No. Kaith doesn't have the egg in her custody. Kaith stole the egg and vanished. Kaith has the egg? Why? You're the one who must care for it, not Kaith. That's why I gave you the vision. I know, but for some reason I don't understand. She ran off with it because Kaith's opinions are more important than mine or the pale tree. I'm trying to think. Ritlock is cool. Logan is a no-op, a blank space. Kaith is awful. Zoja is, well, she's an Asura, so she's a pretty terrible person to begin with. Air is cool, so we're batting about 500. Air is cool. Ritlock's cool. Logan is barely exists. And Zoja and Kaith are pretty awful. What can we do? Maybe if you knew more about her past. Oh god, memory seeds. This is so bad. Ain, please give Crax a script, Ain. 4 memory seeds. They'll reveal a slice of Kaith's history to you. Among those memories, you will perhaps find something to help guide you. How do I use them? You grind them up and snort them. I'll let Ain explain to you. I'm so tired. Actually, it's a pensive. You just actually have to sort of pull them out of your ear and... Thank you very much.
Use the first seed, here in the grove. It's where Kaith's roots are. Ask me if you have any other questions about them.
Keep the memory seeds in a safe, dry place. They will sprout when you choose the right spots to use them. How do I use them? The seeds are magically attuned to read your intent. Now that's convenient. If you think about Kaith, then your intuition will guide you to a place that was important to Kaith. Once you find the right spot, plant a seed. Then what will happen? You'll view one of Kaith's memories through her eyes. You will feel in control, but you will be Kaith. Yeah, these are terrible. They're just awful. I've talked about this before. A lot of games will do this, where they'll change your hotbars up to mix up the gameplay, make things different. You know, something new to do. Latro has session play, and in WoW, they do a lot of it with vehicles. And in both cases, they make them really simple, fast, and fun. You can't fail, really, in them. Star Wars The Old Republic, they were terrible, awful, and they're almost as bad in Guild Wars 2. Where do the seeds come from? They come from our mother. They're highly magical and be guided by your will to the memories rooted in a particular location, but you must focus on the target. And allow me to see others' memories. Events have impressions in the magic around us. They're, fine. Proximity to strong memory. Oh. Oop, no. Memory location. I have a big sword. I'm Kaith.
Oh, please, Traherne. Don't tell me you're up here contemplating the words of a long-dead centaur.
I know what you think of Ventari's tablet, but I find wisdom in it.
Do you even consider other views? Filling the heads of this new crop with only one side doesn't seem responsible.
Ventari's tenants will help them make something of themselves, my dear. All sentient beings feel that urge.
I don't.
Exactly. To make something of themselves, not to live up to someone else's ideal of what they should be. Keith, can we talk for a moment?
Hello, Fallon, my long-lost love.
After the gathering today, we must corner Wynne and get her to tell us what she was talking to Mother about.
You're obsessing again. You know how we Nightblooms are about our secrets.
This is important, Keith. She knows something that could hold sway over all Sylvari. That's not trivial.
You don't know that's true. You overheard a portion of a conversation out of context, no less.
I know. Come on, we're going to be late for the gathering.
Here I am, polluting the interwebs is exactly correct. Chuckles, I'm fertilizing the internet. By spreading poop. Okay, maybe polluting. Maybe a little. You know. Yes, okay, fine. I am polluting the internet. Now the question, though, is, am I polluting it more than the average internet user?
The elders
That one we can, is debatable.
What do you suppose they're going to talk about?
I imagine they're as surprised as we are that we awoke. Do you suppose they want us gone?
Don't be ridiculous.
I tried again to talk to Kiara.
Seriously, why don't you just leave her be? She doesn't
I
want
thought it was
company.
pronounced Kiara.
Over 2 years.
That
That's
she
how long
became
the others were here
Scarlet.
all alone. Just the 12.
It explains why they're so intimate with one another. I wish I'd been one of them.
You're
Elders
absolutely
follow
correct.
without
Everyone does
fear.
poop.
This tablet, it's a farce. They cling to it because it tells them how to behave. But we have our own minds. We do not swallow whole the old philosophies. We are better than that.
Wow, better.
Can you meet tomorrow night to discuss the tablet? Midnight.
I'll be there. It'll be good to speak with others of a similar mind.
Fallon. 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 Interestingly,
Thank you all for coming.
Keith
We're
also
here to
has
discuss our
out
newly awakened
Chauncey.
and how we can best assist them.
Chauncey
You
von
say
Snuffles
assist,
III.
But you mean mold. You want to make them all into your version of good little Sylvari.
No. As firstborn,
Why
it
doesn't
is
she
our
have a British
responsibility
accent?
to care for
Fallon's
and guide
evil.
these
Ah, so she gets an
second
American
born.
English
The
accent.
newly awakened, let's not call them second-born, could benefit from our knowledge of Ventari's tenets.
So does Wynn.
Please.
Maybe only firstborn have the British accent? This is a waste of time. These newly awakened don't need to be coddled. We didn't need anyone holding our hands or indoctrinating us with unexamined philosophies. But they're not us. Maybe Wynn is right. Maybe we should... If we do anything, we should encourage them to think for themselves, depend on themselves. Besides, Wynn can't be trusted. She keeps secrets from us. That's true. She does seem to be hiding something. If Wynn knows something of import, she will tell us. Let's not change the subject, please. We're discussing the second-born. We officially calling them second-born, then? It's a terrible name for them. Traherne. And thus did we make official the chasm between them and us. We are all just Sylvari. Well, we did awaken first, though. So that makes us better.
Don't look at me that way, Wynn. You know I'm right. Whatever your secret is, I'll dig it out of you.
I have no secret. You know everything I know.
Don't lie
That's
to
not
me.
true.
I heard you whispering to Mother. I heard you say there was something that could give unspeakable power over all Sylvari. What were you talking about?
I have to go. I'm traveling to a Centaur refuge in the Silver Wastes to research Ventari. We'll talk later, Fallon.
Elders, I bring grave news. Please, listen.
Oh god, it is this one, isn't it? I am going to
Take a
that
deep breath,
fucking
Sapling.
mission.
What's your hurry?
Small, imp-like creatures. We just wanted to explore beyond Mother's roots. They appeared out of nowhere.
Asura, I'd guess. Malamedes had an encounter with them not long ago. He was lucky to survive. Where did they go?
They took them northwest into the forest.
What happened?
I followed them a while, but then I felt I should come get help. They said something about returning to Metrica before I lost their trail.
Kaith, Fowlin, you two had the most experience in the wild. Would you scout ahead? The Second-born are precious. We cannot allow them to be killed to assuage some ignorant race's curiosity.
At last, something we agree on, Traherne.
This mission is awful. This quest is
I can't wait
dreadful.
to teach these imps a lesson. You and me, together.
We'll rescue as many as we can.
I was struggling
Treated
through it the last time I did it
terribly.
and had a friend
I
say,
hope
yeah,
they're
just
not
kill
so harsh
everybody.
with this group.
Don't bother with stealth. It doesn't
They're
work
going
well
to
at all. And
remember
it
the
really
day they
doesn't.
met the two of us.
So I'm just echoing my endless complaints from the last stream that the content in Living World Season 2 is badly made, badly designed on a fundamental level. What happened? What did you see? I was Kaith. More than 20 years ago, Fallon and Traherne were there. Leader of the Nightmare Court? Must have been fascinating to hear how they interacted back then. I'm jealous, but did you learn anything to help us find Kaith? You know Metrica well? Metrica Province. That area is populated with Asura. Why are they going there? They were tracking some imps that had kidnapped a group of Second-born. Imps. Alright. Rox is expecting me for sword practice. I better let her know I won't be there. Won't take long. I'll meet you there. Good plan. Be careful. Doopy-dee-doopy-doop-doop. And...
What's next?
something painful is what's next. Quite painful.
Lion's Arch. It's an enormous, glorious city with a fascinating array of citizens.
What was your least favorite
Daily
place?
gathering yield.
Holbrack, a city of Norn, is covered in ice. It sapped my strength to be so cold all the time.
Let
I see
us
much. Bring back any mementos.
sell this crap that I'm carrying. Nope. Boing.
Dismissed.
Oh, his name is Galad. I swear to God I thought it said salad. I'm not making that up. I honestly thought it did. That's why I leaned forward so suddenly to double check. It's like, salad? Did they have the balls to name one of the Silvari salad? Oh, Galad. Never mind.
It's the mint that makes it tingle.
Metrica. No, they did not have the balls to name a Silvari salad. Or you could pronounce it salad, I suppose. That would be fine. That's not it.
The product of a genius mind.
I'd have paid good money for them to have a Silvari named salad. Ugh. I hit one little tree stump and all of my momentum is gone. This one. I'm going to try to keep my swearing to a moderate level. Won't be easy. But maybe since I'm going to be just flat out killing everything, it won't be as bad. Because trying to do the mechanics that they give you is a disaster. Guess the name Aggressive Salary was taken? I'm not sure, Nodnox. Is Salary salad?
This is the place? It's run by Inquest. You'll have to be careful.
I
I'll
do.
watch your back while
I'm
you're in the
certain
vision.
the target is here somewhere. Let's look around. Closer. 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 No closer. Closer. Nope, less close. Closer. Nope, less close. Hey, Knock Knocks, how you doing? I'll plant the memory seed. This piece of content is garbage tier.
You're right.
So,
we need to go in stealthily and see if we can take them by surprise. There are too many of them to attack head on.
A stealth spell that doesn't get removed when you attack. Gives you stealth for 8 seconds. Scorpion Wire, a trick. Toxic Caltrops. Tastier than the regular Caltrops. Dash. Escape. Twin Strikes. Viper's Leap. Reverse Blossom. I'm not even sure what that means. Do an evasive attack over your target, striking nearby foes 3 times. Paralytic Dagger, an immob. And spin right round to baby right round. Just the Swedish name. Ah, celery. Celery, yeah. I do not like celery. I have never liked celery. At best, when in a soup or something, it's flavorless mush.
Hold up a second.
But if you can actually taste it, it's
interested in Carrion and his dissenters.
trying to sleep
Simple,
in your
Rita.
wagon, but it
From
isn't
the
going
moment
well.
we awakened, our mother has
Not
molded us
even
into an
ants on a
idealized
log.
version of nobility. She doesn't see or care who we are.
No.
So long as we match her
No.
ideal of us.
No.
I felt it too.
Is that peanut butter?
Pressure to be perfect.
Yes.
I'd rather have peanut butter
and
on
the
my
pain that comes
toast.
with failing to live up to her
I've never,
expectations.
ever liked.
Why can't she love us unconditionally? She claims to believe that all
It doesn't
we do
taste
to
awful.
us
It's
is
not
very
like a,
important,
you know,
but she tries
a
to make
complete
us fall into
non-starter. One
blossoms.
of those things
I
that you
love
taste
you,
it and it's like,
just as you are.
I have to
We
break it
belong
off my
together.
tongue. No.
Come on, my darling. Let's go rescue our sprites.
Not that bad.
Put your hand on my arm.
Oh,
But if
peanut
your
butter on
way
top with
fails,
raisins.
we
I
do it
love peanut
my
butter.
way.
Stay close.
I dislike celery. I hate raisins. A raisin is nothing but a dead grape. So you're watching the best internet pollution? Well, that's very kind of you. And you said you're trying to sleep in your wagon.
Some of those animals have gotten loose!
Yes, we're just going to kill them all. We're not going to even freaking try to do anything else. I would like to say thank you to Vorpine for coming up with this strategy, because trying to do all the sneaking
Take it
stuff,
out from behind.
it's just terrible. It's a terrible game experience.
I keep hearing things.
What do we have? He keeps hearing things. Subdue the lab guard. I think if I can get behind him, I can knock him out.
From behind. It'll see you from the front.
I was behind!
Huh? What was that?
Great. Now we can get that gate open.
We're looking forward to some hot days. July 3rd is supposed to crack 100 degrees here. Wife got a horse-drawn wagon that you're doing your vacations in. I can't decide how awesome that is, but it's pretty awesome. If it works out. I mean, that's the kind of thing that sounds like it could be incredibly awesome, but could also turn out to be just awful. So I hope it's on the awesome side.
Lovely. That imp didn't see a thing, because we took it down first. Now we can get in.
You see, these are all the viewing angles that everything has.
What an odd smell.
Thanks.
Well,
I mean,
that's
if
not
I can
the
knock him
result
out,
I
I
was
will, but
expecting.
I'm not going to be shy about killing him if I have to. It's just one of these, you know,
Did I mention
this is one of those ideas that I'm sure sounded awesome in a meeting. But isn't.
Crew, we've got a runner.
And that's when we just fucking kill everybody. Looks like a hobbit home from Latro on wheels with just enough space for two to sleep inside comfortably. Decorated to look like a library on the inside. I'm sticking with sounds awesome.
Those constructs look
I hope it
like
lives up to how
mechanisms
cool
of
it
the
sounds. Big ask, I know.
Unexpected sound registered. Investigating. Log. Query answered. Unexpected sound
It turned
was
off the
door
panel.
panel
You should
activation.
reactivate it when that thing is
Registering
farther away.
unexpected noise. Investigate. Log. Deactivating
Okay,
door.
then. Fuck it.
Alerting repair. Alert. Alert. Intruder.
Oops, I
detected.
wasn't expecting them all to wake up. That's probably not great. I'm going to go out on a limb. Just faster to just absolutely kill everything rather than, you know, resetting, trying it again. It's been awesome so far, but 100 degrees Fahrenheit sounds terrible. That is, I think, 38 degrees centigrade. Is that right? 40, 72, 104, yeah. So that's 38 Celsius. That certainly falls into hot in my categorizations. We're also going to be getting on the 4th, which is, of course, the American Independence Day. Although every country gets a 4th of July. It's just our Independence Day for us. 96, so 36. And last year, we hit up, the year before, we hit an all-time record. I can't remember what it was, like 112? Something like that.
What do you suppose they're doing to them?
Deathly warm, you start melting at 25.
Let me see if I
Understandable.
can figure out this console.
There's no. Do you see bodies everywhere?
Yes.
What's taking you so long?
25
Who's
is
got
77
it?
in
They're
Fahrenheit.
killing them. We have to go now.
Which to me is too hot for me to have as the house temperature, so when it's hot outside I put my air conditioning at 76, so just under 25. I'm comfortable enough at 76. I'd prefer 75, but if it's hot outside, the AC is going to be on all day.
Finally, the console's working. I swear, sneeze on that thing and it breaks.
Try to knock
Raise
this one
the
out.
alarm! There's a creature in here!
Lots of stacks of poison on the robot. Okay, golem.
Why do I have a bad feeling?
Indoor temp is around 17 Celsius all year round. Wow, that's like 63, I think? Something like that. Yeah, I would find that too cold. Normally, if I'm going for a combination of economy and comfort, I'll want 68 or 69. So 68 is 20. So I would want 20 to 22. Like 69, 68 to 72. Maybe 73 for comfort. When it starts getting warmer, 75 is where I would put sort of like the top of my comfort. That would be 24. And 77 is too much. I start sweating a lot. And so 76 is the highest I will put it to. 62 or 63 would be just too cold for me. I would have to be bundled up. Now, last year, June was a marvel in San Jose, as the temperatures were just so wonderful. The average temperature in San Jose in June, the average high temperature is 80. We didn't have an 80-degree temperature until the 29th last year. This year, we've been over 80 most of June. Last year, the entirety of June was in the upper 70s, like 76, 78. So that would be around 25 Celsius.
Let our people go, or we will destroy.
We're avoiding the swearing this time by not trying to do the mechanics that they so laboriously put
Monster, you're dead.
into this instance. But just killing
I'll take
everything.
Care of them. Go stealthily and neutralize their leader.
Remember what the key is to knocking out Vorp while he's standing still. Whoop. Mind you, this is the NPC Vorp, not my friend and mod and guildmate Vorp.
Oh, almost had me there. Good thing my defense shielding is active.
That's the voice of Canuck as well.
Yes, one down.
You can handle 25, minus 25 in winter, so Wolf should be be my weakness. Yeah? Yeah.
I feel a strong
I can't say I'm surprised given where you are.
Us and those constructs.
Oh, you noticed. We've learned that your kind's life force does wonders for our golem's power levels.
This stops now. These monsters will pay a steep price for their cruelty. Focus on their leader.
Hello, crew? Some reinforcements would be appreciated.
Yeah, for me, I would say that the standard room temperature, as we define it mostly in the U.S., is about 68, which is 20.
Now find that creature while I maintain the
And I would
shield
definitely
generators.
rather have
Be
72.
anywhere.
68 is I'm wearing
Generator
my hoodie.
malfunctioning. I nearly lost my shield. No! My shield!
I think we've got to destroy the shield generators to get to Vorp. But if we get spotted, we just kill anyone who spots us. Because killing everybody is the fastest answer in this supposedly stealth-driven instance. Is he fixing them? I don't think so. Maybe he is. I got the two on the south side. Whoops. I think he is fixing. No. I think he is fixing. Maybe not.
No! Shield!
No, no, no!
Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn.
Alert, alert. Intruder detected.
Zero tolerance!
Memory serves, what I did was drop a whole lot of those kite things and drop a whole buttload of caltrops.
I'm more resilient than I appear.
Eliminate attackers to regain stone.
More than that to best me. So persistent. Crew, hook the babbling one up to my golem. Immediately. Stop!
I think that's Canuck, yeah.
You're surprisingly formidable. But this should reestablish my superiority.
And we get to do it all again. God, these instances in Living World Season 2 are just the drizzling shits. They're terrible. This one's all about stealth. The fastest way to finish it is to have nothing to do with stealth.
Alert, alert. Intruder detected.
Perhaps I can help Fallon. Nope, that's a shield up around that one. And being slowed just makes everything fun. Have you guys noticed that? Every single one of these has had incredibly unfun CC. Just amazing. I'm doing a much better job of not swearing about how awful it all is, though, than I was the other night. So, I mean, that's kind of a plus, right? Yep, that memory, I'm glad that memory came through clear, that kiting and dropping caltrops behind me was kind of the way to go. Oh, he juked me. He definitely juked me.
Curse you creatures! Your victory will be short-lived, I
Event
assure
succeeded.
you.
Aggressive infiltration complete, meeting the Asura without dying, and sound every room's alarm. I win. Questionable win, granted. Yeah, sounds fun. I hope that a new expansion will inherit some of this fun mechanics.
This is real life.
I'd rather not.
Pain.
Pain, humiliation, and eventually death. For us and for them. You have to kill them.
Yes.
See? It was all in the interest of knowledge gained.
Oh,
You
him.
beings are an anomaly. It wasn't personal.
I am going to tear your ears off. You! Don't let it get away!
Fowlin?
No. Where did it go? No! It got away.
Forget that monster. It's time to go home.
See, it's just
We have to
hilarious
get
to me
back
that
to
they
safety.
designed this
I don't
intricate
like being
stealth
bested.
mechanic
I refuse to
thing,
be anyone's
and it
fool. Not these
is
horrible
a
creatures,
fraction
and
of the
certainly
time
not
and frustration to
Stop
just
obsessing.
kill
By now,
everything.
Win is all the way out in the Silver Waste, and you're not. a
That's the
fool.
kind of
Win is
wrong-headed design philosophy that seems to be
No one has
everywhere in
control
Living World
of
Season 2.
My love, you
Imagine
really
you go
think you know
housing,
something she's not
showed, you
telling
want to
us.
place furniture, but whoops, crippled.
She said to Mother, they
Wanna paint
can never
walls?
know.
Too bad.
It
Knockdown.
could exert
Oh.
unspeakable power over all
Knock back,
Silvari.
even
I
worse.
must know where that power is.
Knock
Once
back
the
and
Sprouts
cripple.
Are safe, you and I are going out to the Silver Wastes to confront her.
I broke a defiance bar. Fallon was obsessed with Wynn. She thought Wynn had a secret. She does. It's a biggie. What did Kay think of that? She wasn't sure. She didn't overhear Wynn and the Pale Tree talking. Well, isn't this just a complex mystery? Where are we going next?
It's easy.
Doopy-dee-doopy-doo-doop. And aggressive infiltration. First time I've ever succeeded this way. By just basically fighting my way all the way through. And it's worth 10 more points. It's just not great. Unforgiving infiltration completed after speaking with the challenge mode. To activate challenge mode, yeah, screw off challenge mode. Invisible infiltration complete without being detected after the initial skirmish. Wicked Rodeo complete after speaking with the challenge mode to activate challenge. 2 different challenge modes. No thank you and no thank you. Oh, I guess these are the challenge modes are in maybe the different instances. Okay, fine.
Pillage.
And as another more evidence of the wrong-headedness of some of the design decisions, including 10 Imperial fragments, I have probably thrown out, I'm going to guess, 50,000, literally 50,000 Imperial fragments in the time I've been in the game.
Begin destruction protocol.
The Ascended materials they added, all of the flavors of them at that time. The dragon dust and bloodstone dust, dragon whatever it was. Anyway, the piles of bloodstone dust I have thrown away countless. I don't know what's on the far side of scads and myriads, but that many. Return to Camp Resolve. Well, how about if I exit first, because I think I have to. Oi! Oi! Isn't that largely a Australian utterance? I mean, not exclusively, of course. Back to Camp Resolve. Good evening, morning, or afternoon. Please apply one or more as appropriate.
If Mortimer could attack the mother tree in the grove, it can attack anywhere.
Priory historian Geeky, I'm going to tell you something really unpleasant. When I was a child, and I mean a really little kid, like 3 or 4, I came up with a word for number 2. And that word was Geeky. I had never thought about how it would be spelled. Middle of the night. Yes, yes. For you, kind of pretty close to the actual middle, too. I, for some reason, would have thought Geeky, as I pronounced it as a 3 or 4-year-old, would have been different than this. But historian Geeky. Now, aren't you glad I shared way too much information with you?
Fight what cannot be fought.
The statistics favor our success.
Is there something I can do for you, Commander? Do you know of any centaur settlements found out here in the Silver Wastes? It's said that a tribe once encountered a firstborn Silvari in the far Silver Wastes. I suspect they may share a common origin with the Maguma centaurs of Restoration Refuge in Drytop. Where are these far Silver Wastes, and has the Pact found a route there yet? That region is even north of what we call the Northern Silver Wastes. You should ask Seraph Master Hitch. Heish? I understand he's been on patrol in the Northern Silver Wastes. Thank you for your time. So, I have to talk to Anne Hesh. Probably not a relation. We're coming in for a landing. Master Sergeant?
All right, troops. Let's make our queen proud. Get to it.
Have you found a way north of even the Northern Silver Wastes? Not as yet, but you may want to ask Ambassador Ikhich. 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 There we go. I think that's it. Ikhich. Local Skrit have tunnels that reach even the most remote areas of Silver Wastes. Thank you, Seraph. Ambassador Ikhich.
Hello, hello. You have questions? I have answers, maybe.
Might one of those tunnels of yours lead beyond the Northern Silver Wastes?
Yes, yes. We have tunneled even out of the far Silver Wastes. You can use them, but we close our tunnel network up when bandits take over. Pickaroon Scratch.
How can I help?
Nasty bandits took over our Scratch. Please, go bring them pains. Make them leave us be.
Show me the way. Pickaroon Scratch. Clear Pickaroon Scratch of bandits to access Skrit tunnels to the far Silver Wastes. Wait. Why am I getting a green arrow all the way out there? That was Pickaroon Scratch. That is an invisible wall. You may have heard me express my opinion on invisible walls in the past, once or twice. Alright, that isn't getting me where I want to go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that the green star is appropriately indicating that the pathway is currently open. It's almost certainly not, but I'm going to pretend. And if I wish hard enough, it will come true. Everyone knows that all you need to do is wish sufficiently hard, and things will come true. I mean, that's just common sense. We've all known that since we were children. What's the opening? How can I help? Yeah. Alright, the scratch. Yeah, right. How do I get in? That's the underground. Don't have access to that because we haven't gone through the scratch. But if we just go back here, that will be faster than flying back. I expect this is going to also disappoint me with an invisible wall. Maybe not. Probably, but maybe not. We've got dust mites. Banditos. Didn't look like the wrong choice. You know, with you all being dead. And everything.
Leave me be.
Leave you be? A couple other people running around here. Don't know if they're also doing... Oops. We have got... veteran Kendra the Strident. Not anymore, she's not. I have presumably now cleared Picaroon Scratch. I'm going to go down and grab the waypoint just in case I ever want to do world completion. Map completion, I should say. So I want to clear all Living World Season, at least the first two, but do it efficiently. You may need mounts, but to get mounts you had to clear the 2 expansions. So it'll be okay to go back after. It's certainly completely reasonable. If you have purchased any of the game, you have access to at least the
No, not done yet. Ship needs more treasures.
the Raptor mount.
More treasures wasn't in the blueprints. Guess you're not a storm wizard.
Yeah, Living World Season 1 is not entirely complete, but it does add some stuff to the narrative, and it explains, for example, what the hell happened to Lion's Arch. Living World Season 2 is important for the narrative. However, I have found the quality of the gameplay to be very painful at times. If you couldn't tell by my significant use of profanity at various moments. But you can always go back, and certainly if anyone wanted to go ahead and bop out ahead of the storyline for a bit to get some of the other mounts, I certainly couldn't blame them. If you haven't bought any of the content, obviously no mounts. But if you start Path of Fire, the very first quest would give you the Raptors. Probably play for, I don't know, a few hours, and you would be able to get the second mount, which is the vertical mount. The big bunny, more or less. Okay, so it is right over there. A mighty Char Guardian leaps at me with his terrifying black sword. When he is ready to deliver a deadly strike, I slap him with my strongest. Leave me be. The end. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you busy? I didn't realize. Now I feel bad. You do you. I enter the tunnel. And now I'm in the far Silver Wastes. How far are they? They're this far. Yep. And now, a whole lot of centaurs are going to die. And now that we're here in the far Silver Wastes, where does your intuition tell you to plant the next seed? I feel as if we're very close to the right spot. Nope, that's not the right way. That is the right way. Still writing. Still right way in. Faster, 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 faster. I'm looking at the green bar in the upper right in case you're curious. Nope, nope, nope. That was warped. That was wrong. I made a mistake. I made a very bad mistake. Oh, also, oh, nope, nope. Over here. There we are. Alright, we get to be Keith again. We are going to find out the secret.
I hope you don't mind that I invited some friends.
The secret is rather significant. It is a significant story element for Heart of Thorns, which is kind of why they did set up Heart of Thorns well with the narrative stuff in Living World Season 2, as much as I despise a whole lot of the gameplay elements. We have her now. That centaur encampment up ahead must be where Wynn is hiding. How are you so sure she'll share her secret? I'm confident that the two of us can persuade her. Then why have you involved others in this? Our new friends are just here in case these creatures become hostile. You won't even know they're here unless we need them.
Why don't you do the talking with these creatures up ahead? You have a better way with strangers.
Timur Pace Setter. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Outer Refuge. Why would you name your place Outer Refuge? Also, that implies that there's an inner refuge somewhere. What can I do for you this day? We're looking for another of our people. Her name is Wynn. Yes, it has been our great privilege to have Wynn as our guest. She and our scout, Neki, have already become close friends. Where might I find your scout? Neki was near the center of the refuge last I saw her. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Look, they are like Wynn. Like the ones nurtured by Ventari's words.
It must mean something to have the people of the Pale Tree among us now.
They think we're cool.
How
so,
could Wynn live among these animals?
You know, we're just going to kill them.
She mocks us as simple beasts.
They are not what they seemed. Not so much like Wynn after all.
Our scouts have seen others of their people nearby.
What is happening here?
We're just going to murder a bunch of you. No biggie. Nikki, Burnt Hide, you are like our friend Wynn. Are you from the Grove? We have heard so much about. That's right. And we've come a long way to speak with her. Where is she? I cannot say for sure where she is just now, but she should return to break bread with us later. If you don't mind, we'll just wait for her here.
How do we know they aren't lying to us? Let's just go track her down.
Chauncey thinks you're being a dick, Fallon.
Well, look who's here at last.
Ah, Wynn. Look, you have visitors.
Keith, Fallon, my friends.
She's so important to the story, they named a casino after her in Las Vegas.
They're almost like cousins.
I am no kin to animals, and I am tired of Ventari's
No, you're kin to
nonsense.
vegetables, Fallon. Shut up.
No, Fallon. I go where I please. And just now, it pleases me to stay among friends.
You've already dragged us halfway across
Better
Tyria
ways
to
with
collect
strangers.
you, dear.
Literally
Wynn, you may
slapping
remember
everyone
us as
remotely
long as you
aggressive with a
wish.
huge sword.
As
Char
our
diplomacy
guest,
at its finest. You are entirely
entitled
correct.
to our protection.
This is no concern of yours, my
Actually,
friend. Wynn is our sister.
Keith?
Might be
I
more
have
in
words
keeping
with
to
you.
have an automated
Now,
machine do the
By all
smacking
means,
for me,
have
but
words,
the sword will
Keith.
do.
Just make our point clear.
Speak with Neki. Sneaky. We established this refuge to put some distance between our tribe and its violent past. But we will defend ourselves if we must. No need for that. But you must know we've come a long way for Wynne. She is not property of yours to collect. And if you have no need of violence, why have you brought soldiers to the wastes? A precaution only. These wastes are hostile and unfamiliar to us. It is you who are hostile strangers here. We can't abide such tensions in the refuge. Is that a threat? Wait, what's going on? Stay here and stay out of this. No, Fallon!
Kate, they've turned on me.
I will bring this to a swift end.
Defend Fallon. Yeah. Not like she started it or anything.
No! Stop this at once! I need more by my side.
I'll fight if I have to.
Knockbacks. You know them, you love them. Actually, we hate them. How do you call a char mechanist? A diplomat.
I am unafraid.
I am spending a great deal of time running away from things.
I'll fight if I have to. I'm not afraid.
If she wants a chase, so be it.
We have to track down Wynne. Yeah, I told you we were going to kill a whole bunch of them. Fallon, causing all the problems, of course.
I need more by my side.
Hmm, 5 stacks of my relic going.
I told you they were savages.
Another day. I do not fear.
We're still tracking down Wynne. Oh, Wynne.
Wynne! Come back here this instant.
Just because we murdered her friends. She's difficult.
Leave me alone.
You did this to them, you and her. They were so kind to me. How can I ever face Mother after this? How can you? You need to stop that talk. And here comes Bossy Dude.
Wind, heed my call.
That was him saying wind. Heed my call, not win. You need to stop that talk. Let's talk this out. I have nothing to say to either of you, and I can't be here now. This is Togon Windmane.
Winds run back to the refuge.
Hi, Togon. How you doing? Invulnerable.
You will not escape justice.
Yep, dodge through, we're fine. Why is he still invulnerable?
I cannot suffer you to live.
Missed me, loser. Oh, now he's got two of them. How lucky for me. I'm just lucky like that. Nice snorting sounds. Got him. Evaded. Because I'm cool like that. So you're playing as an NPC character. There's a thief class. She has unique skills. A lot of them are thief-based or thief-adjacent. It is, in essence, a thief, a special-made thief class. But yes, that is exactly what it is. I'm playing, well, as one of the members of Destiny's Edge. Kaith is the advisor for Sylvari characters, the mentor. Just like Ritlock is for Char, Logan is for Human, Zoja is for Asura, and Air Stilgalkin is for Norn. And this is sort of, in Lotro, this would be called session play, basically playing as another character other than yourself.
Some friend you are. They gave you shelter here so you could hide with them from us. Then you set them against us.
Got a weekly done, 10 events.
They might have overwhelmed Kaith and I, had my friends not happened along to help us.
Stop! I can't be here another moment. I won't.
I don't believe it! There she goes again!
Win. Kind of at a dead end, aren't you? Oh, glowies. No refuge. Well, we were in the outer refuge. Now we're no refuge. You look shaken. I think I'm glad I didn't see whatever you lived this time. When Centaur friends turned on them, things escalated violently. Gods, she's been to some dark places, hasn't she? Gee, the rest of us have just been living life of delicious soda pop and candy flowers. Speaking of which, I think she chased Wynn into the nearby cave. You're up for it, we should have a look. Yep, because now, after I get the POI, we have the big reveal coming up. Spoiler incoming. And yes, they're making me run this entire distance. Now, granted, that back then that didn't seem like a big deal because we didn't have mounts yet. Mounts really changed the feel of the game. It's a giant beetle. Do you want to know, giant spiders are in these games. Giant spider wouldn't scare me anywhere near as much as a giant fucking beetle. I'm an entomophobe, not an arachnophobe. Marjorie. No use, sealed up tight behind that magic symbol. In there is where I'm meant to plant the last seed, I'm sure of it. Kills me to suggest when we're so close, but I can research that symbol back at the Priory and send for you as soon as I dig up anything. Do whatever it takes, just find a way in. Doodly doopy doo doo. Oh. It might knock you back. I don't think it'll, leave you slack-jawed, as we kind of have hints.
Finished with that.
Finished with that. Okay, so we can continue on. We just went to the very last chapter of this. Because
I was manufactured to
it's
the
all of the
highest
complaints
standards.
I've had about Living World Season 2, but multiplied by about 10. Pillage, by the way, just in case you weren't aware of it.
Power flow at 30%.
Pillage.
Rerouting.
About the symbol, Ogden believes he knows the origin of the symbol we found on the rock wall. He wants us to come to the Priory to see him. Maybe he can help us figure out how to open the portal. I want to thank you, too, for taking me on this journey. Yeah. Whatever. Back to the Priory. Boing! I mean, this may actually take me into the fight, in which case I will just simply exit out. If need be, restarting the client, because I have no desire. In essence, we fight that big dragon that we fought at the meeting of the world leaders. Only the fight is horrible. 1,000 times worse. Especially if you're a melee character. If you're a melee character, you might as well just smash your face into the wall a few dozen times and get the exact same effect. Possibly less painful. Speak to sous chef.
Balthazar, Lord of Killing and...
Seymour Oxbone. Thanks, I'll be going. Poof!
I drew Ogden a sketch of that symbol we saw in the Silver Wastes. He thinks the Priory may have something that can help us dispel the magic that's locking us out of the cave. If we're lucky, it'll lead us closer to Kaith and Glint's egg. Ready when you are, boss. Ogden's waiting for us inside. Lead the way.
Well, I think since we're in here, it is incumbent upon me to match the visual motif. So, let's put on our Abaddon's mask so that we can look like Abaddon up there. After all, god of secrets and wisdom and knowledge and stuff. That does not appear to be the way. In the words of the Mandalorian, that is not the way. So, up. You have to go up to go down, I guess.
What do you think we'll find inside that cave? That vision was from years ago.
Ogden?
We meet again. Miss Delacroix already filled me in. Shame about the Master of Peace. And the egg. It seems a magic barrier stands between you and your quarry. It belongs to the Forgotten.
Who? I don't remember. I know the symbol. The Forgotten were ancient and powerful snake beings, very similar in appearance to the Crate, but far more advanced and intelligent. They wielded great magic. This is their symbol? It is known as the Forgotten Seal. I can't remember why. I'm going to keep making the Forgotten joke, I think. I've seen something like this before in an ancient tome here in the Priory, based on Miss Delacroix's description. I'd say you found a slot for one of their seals. The Sylvari once inserted a golden seal to trigger the cave's portal to open. Yes, that would make sense. According to my records, they were sometimes used as keys, among other things. I presume the key is now lost. I don't have it. Where should I look? Perhaps we can override the magical lock. I've read of a way to reproduce divine fire. It's extremely dangerous, and you'll only get one shot, but the divine fire could influence forgotten magic. What is the divine fire? It's fire from the gods. Are you not following along? The humans' benefactors enchanted their favorite humans with their magic, perhaps even their own essence. No one knows for sure. It allowed the humans access to hidden places. It could kill you. I ended up joining Whispers and dyed your armor red, gold, yellow. Well, you'll get more goldy colors later. At least you'll look good in dialogues. And that's what's important. Also, as the Whispers, your mentor is one of the more loved NPCs in the game. Tybalt. This is important. I must get into that cave. Very well. It's your death. Your life. Your choice. Since you insist on continuing, go up to Special Collections and find the tome about gods and divine fire. Your journey begins within its pages.
I'll provide help when I can. Otherwise, I'll remain here, quietly judging your progress from afar.
Search for tome about forgotten and divine fire.
So, it's a symbol that was used by the Forgotten. Nice find. I think we're near the section on arcane
Not
magic.
that. In the beginning. No. Summoner's Fate. No, that doesn't sound right. Imbued of Spirit. That doesn't sound right. Alchemy for Bukas. That's an Asura book. No Skin Off My Back. That doesn't sound like it. Elonian Herbs. No. Love Among the Weeds. Pursuit of Riches. Yes. Indeed. Sad. Closer to the stars. That doesn't sound right.
Where can we find a book about dispelling barriers?
Flora and fauna. Scorched earth doesn't sound right. Indeed, R.I.P. The heights of aristocracy. Bodies of rule. Speaking of speaking. In the shadows. Theory of magics, maybe. Oh no, this is going to be excruciating. Maybe not. Appears like it's all around the outside. Okay, that's not too terrible then. Theory of magics. No. In the beginning, maybe? Nope. No, we already went over this one. Did we do an entire lap already? We did. Fudge. Arcana Obscura. I'm not going to dick around with this. Let's see. The center area of the special collections will unlock. Go to the southwestern and pick up Fire of the Gods. That's southeastern. That's southwestern. I didn't even see it there. Alright. We've got the book. Return to Magister. Stone Healer. Hi, Ogden. I found the book. Let's take a look at the markings. Interesting. You familiar with Ascension? Long ago, there was a process that allowed Tyrian humans to draw power from their magical benefactors. Well, you won't be ascending. Says you. But the ward keeping you from entering the cave is undoubtedly similar magic, since the Forgotten were servitors of these beings. That is good news. Good news? Does that mean there's bad news? Nothing I didn't predict. There's a wax seal in this book bearing a symbol like the one Miss Delacroix drew. If destroyed, it initiates a series of events. I'm not exactly sure what will happen. If I'm right, you'll encounter an echo of Terai Asa. That's from Guild Wars 1. But don't get ahead of yourself. To ensure success, you need to find 3 relics with ties to Asa. We have some around here. I'll go look right now. Once again, because I don't want to dick around with this. Faded Map, Elonian Basket, and Journal of Lord Valador. Faded Map.
Boss, you'd better check this out.
Thanks for getting in the way when I'm trying to freaking click on this thing and pick it up,
Magical
Marjorie.
wards have been used throughout history.
Just being in the damned way.
Or lock intruders out.
Also, I had forgotten
Ogden's
how
a cranky old boulder, isn't he?
stilted
At
and
least he's on our side.
bad her voice work was in Living World Season 2. It's later. Later on, it's much better. She's still trying to do the hard-boiled detective bullshit that they kind of quickly dropped. Wait. Faded Map. The Elonian Basket is in the southern area. And Lord Valador on top of a shelf in the west. Lord Valador. There it is. Oh, I'm going to have to jump on. Hopefully I won't screw this up. Yeah, they're saying pretty good chance I screw it up. Alright, there's the Journal of Lord Valador. Not Lord Voldemort. Lord Valador, an entirely different guy with a Lord V name. Last one was the Elonian Basket. I guess we'll be a basket case now. Eh. Seriously. Why? Why, Renanette? Just... What was the purpose of making me do this little mini jumping puzzle?
Nicely done. And back down to Ogden.
I'm definitely ready. Uninterruptible cinematic. We needed that desperately. Terai Asa. Everyone, Terai Asa. Or an echo of him, or, you know, something. spirit from the mists.
Right there.
It worked. It's Triasa, I'm guessing. An echo of him according to the tome. That spell woven in wax seal must have worked. Read aloud. Read ahead. Does it say what I'm supposed to do next? Let's see. Yeah, you should accompany the ghostly hero. Its words, not mine. One sec. It doesn't look like you fight it. The tome implies you must work with the ghost and protect it. Hi, Echo of Triasa. Okay, you came to the desert and built a great temple. Yep. Attacked by the Forgotten. Good, good. I mean, maybe not good, but, you know. If they slaughtered your people, probably not good. Okay.
We need to help the ghostly hero reclaim his throne. Are you ready? Here we go. I hope this works.
Stand your ground. Feel my wrath.
We need to relive history. If I'm right, you'll receive the enchantment once you've passed all 3 trials.
The rule of 3. We're trying to reclaim the throne of Palentia, because there are Palentia mobs to fight off.
Boss!
Get back in here and start reclaiming your throne, Triasa.
What are these things?
They're echoes of stuff.
Strong.
Worst library, awful service, hideous jump puzzles, ghost fights, 4 out of 10. Also, the person doing room service, the guy made out of rock, kind of surly and unfriendly. Come on, Asa, get over here.
Watch out!
Kill shot. Nice and lethal.
Oh, there's another one. Not even a hideous jump puzzle, just a unnecessary and lame one.
We're under attack!
Gee, thanks. What was your first clue? The fact that we were under attack? Alright, come on, Asa. Get back in here. Let's finish up. I guess this is stage 1. I don't remember exactly. The big reveal may not come until after the big fight in the very last chapter, in which case I'll be skipping the big fight, and I will be verbally giving out the big reveal. Our next one, great, it is 3. Boss, the tome says that the next trial you'll be purifying the tainted souls of Asa's army. Are you ready for this? I am. I have to see this through. Do I really have to? Have I gotta? Have I gotta? At least this one's relatively straightforward. Fight baddies. Fat baddies. No, if I was playing a bad guy, I would be a fat baddie. No, fight baddies. And we the baddies. Maybe don't be bringing Balthazar into things, because, yeah, he turns out kind of not awesome, you know? You know, as far as gods go, he's not so much on the benevolent, kind side. Criticus Yelpbane will return with more useless ratings. I gotta give you full marks, man. You're kind of sticking the landings on all your jokes. That's my job! Actually, pretty sure my job is swearing at the game on stream. Jeez, Tarai, do you need a little help? Enormous, inescapable ground effects are always great when you're currently using your melee weapons. Primarily a melee spec. It's just the best. Speak with Marjorie, Phase 3. Staying ahead of things. Looks like the next trial's the last one. You have to find 3 special vision crystal shards and give them to Asa. Where do I find these shards? Doesn't say. I think your best bet for finding them is to start by following the ghostly hero. Alright, we're going to follow Tarai and probably kill more of those magical floating melee weapons.
Lastly, we have to combine the crystal shards.
And cheaty time. Where are the shards? No, you stop picking up crystals when you're hit, so you need to defeat the enemy groups first. The torch ritual takes a few seconds to complete. Walk into the well, become purified, which lowers the damage you take in the final trial. What? Oh, okay, we got green shinies. Got it. They weren't there when I was looking previously, so. Strong! That's a chaotic echo if I ever saw one. One of my many complaints about almost every MMO, or even non-MMO game, to be clear, is incredibly crappy camera, where they block the camera. That's the camera working correctly as it moves around the obstacles. This is the camera not working correctly, where all of a sudden it's what they should do and should always be doing is making the obstacles between the player and the camera invisible or translucent, so that the camera doesn't go boinking around randomly everywhere as you're moving through a cluttered landscape. But that's the almost inescapable way that everybody does it. like that. All of a sudden, I can't see anything because the camera is so goddamn stupid. And now I'm feared, and chilled, poisoned, and all kinds of messed up and about to croak. That kind of camera movement is just awful. It feels bad, it looks bad, and it just makes the entire game less fun and demonstrably worse. This has been my TED Talk. A lot of TED Talks lately.
I make a pretty good team.
Much easier if I actually use the ranged weapon. Which is a shame, because frankly this build is mostly about melee. But then I had complained numerous times about the content in a great many parts of the instanced gameplay being incredibly punitive towards melee players. And that's 3 out of 3.
I've seen everything.
We have a floaty crystal with some things on it. Take the torch of divine fire.
The vision crystal is complete. The gaze of the gods shall be focused upon you, and your path will be made clear. A Balthazar grant us strength.
Balthazar's a human god. I'm a char. I'm not sure we're going to get along all that great, really. Hi, Ogden. I have a torchy.
So I was right.
Boss passed the trials. We have what we need.
Very good. Be careful on your journey. We don't have any information on what's inside that cave.
It's a great big fucking dragon. This fire, it's not hot. Could it be dangerous? Of course it could. But to whom is the question? For all we know, the fire could fade over time, and the wax seal is broken. We can't repeat the ritual. Take the torch, go straight there, meet you when I'm ready. Want me to take the torch? Yes, I trust you to keep it safe until I get there. I'll see you soon. Doopy-doo-doopy-doo-doo.
Finished with that.
Air, Zoja, and I are all together at the Pack's forward base in the Silver Wastes. The assault on Mordermoth is about to happen. Troops are gathering here. What are you waiting for? Come join us at Camp Resolve. Looking forward to seeing you. And
pillage.
I'm pillaging. You heard me. Said pillage, so. Wow, that's some trashity trash. These medallions are... these are the ones that actually sell for a reasonable amount? Or not? No, they're not. They're the ones that, yeah, are worthless. You just sell them to vendors. But they were included in that as if they had value.
Highest standards.
They don't. Let's go ahead and hit the vendor, empty out some space. I'm not sure if we get the spoiler, not spoiler, the big reveal before or after the big fight. If it's after the big fight, I'm sorry, I'm going to be leaving the big fight because it's just terrible content. And then I will tell you the spoiler. That Wynn tells Kaif.
I've got deals you won't believe.
Pact assaulted. Two peanuts were walking down the street. One of them was assaulted. Peanut.
Hey, over here!
Good to see you.
Everyone, this is my son, Bram.
What did you say?
Yes, I see the resemblance.
What, and that he has 4 limbs and a head? Or that his mom has 2 big boobs and he is 1 big boob? You made it. Great. We've just been introduced to this young Norn here. He's apparently Heir's son. In fact, I didn't know when I first met him. You didn't know that. Interesting. I saw no point in mentioning it. Bram was raised by his father. Bram has made quite a legend for himself. You should be proud. It's my great honor to meet you all. I've heard stories of your deeds since I was young. I don't mean to cut this short, but Logan can't stay long. What? But we need to launch our assault on Mortimer now. We risk losing the fleet to another sneak attack if we stay here. I agree. I can't come along. Remember what I said about Glint's egg? Remember, I've been eager to hear what happened. Did you find it? I did. And then Kaith stole it. I'm trying to track her down. She came through here not long ago, but she didn't stay and barely talked to us. She said something she had to do. If Zoja hadn't noticed her, we'd have missed her entirely. Did she say anything about what she was doing? No, only that it was a matter of life or death. She took off before we could even offer to help. Don't be too angry with her. She's independent and stubborn. And an idiot. And a backstabber. Literally. That's her specialty. She's a thief. Stabbing in the back. I did some of that earlier when I was playing as Kaith. No, it was only a matter of life. I just wish I knew what she was up to. Kaith is one of us. She saved all our lives at least once. I don't think you have to worry. She's just rash. I know. See you again at the end of this. Unless I don't. Under attack?
Everyone! Engage!
Camp resolves under attack. Get to the south gate. Get to the chopper!
Only one surprised to learn Heir has secret progeny?
Nope. Didn't see that one coming.
Love all these ground effects. Let's just make melee players feel useless, stupid, and worthless. Mind you, we're going to see an awful lot of this in Heart of Thorns. For those who may not be aware of it, Heart of Thorns was a really large increase in the general difficulty of the game. At the time, it was a huge increase in the difficulty of the game. Now it's eased up a good amount. Well, that's probably not good. They blew up our big honking gun.
Fall back.
Trying to, but I can't move.
Strong.
Defend our north gate.
And now the north gate. All right. I'm slowed. Reinforce the north gate.
Hey, throw them up. Don't let them through.
Here they come. Weapons up.
I'll just stand back and shoot things. Oh, that blew up that one too.
Yes, we need to retreat.
This isn't over
Fall
yet.
back and regroup with your allies. We're falling back. Head to the chopper! Yeah, we need more big red circles on the ground, you know, because those are just fun.
I feel strong.
Never rise again.
Over there.
Come on.
Packed soldiers rescued.
I'm bleeding. Medic. Save yourselves.
Nope. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Gotta run away a little bit further. Haven't been downed yet. Really close. Really close, but
Regression.
oh yes. The insect swarms, those are fun. Stay inside one of those, you die for sure. At least he's playing solo.
Everyone, pull back.
Pull back. Defeat the invading Mordor. Well, you just yelled at us to pull back. Make up your mind.
You lose. Regression.
So it goes.
Defeat the Mordor attacking the armory. This must be the armory?
Someone grab a flare. Light
Recover the signal flare.
It's time to call in the airstrike. Fall back.
I have the signal torch. I have to light the signal fire. Which I just remembered is Grail-shaped. Movie reference. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. We're calling in a bomb on our own location. We'll get the Congressional Medal of Honor for this.
Yeah, we did it.
Wow, Traherne. Amazing how you can be so excited and yet still sound entirely bored. Yay! We did it! Once again, you've proven yourself invaluable. This battle could have gone very differently. Our launch window is rapidly closing. Had we lost today, I fear the war would have ended before it began. The Pact pulled it off. I worried the Mordor would overrun us. You were a big part of that. Of them overrunning us? You were the only one able to get to the signal flare without you. Well, thank you. So you decided to launch now? Is our fleet ready to take on Mordermoth? This is our moment to strike before the dragon is fully awake and before its minions can swarm this staging area. We'll launch ships as soon as we can. As soon as we're ready. So this means you're definitely not coming with us? I have a mission I need to finish first. I understand. Marjorie Delacroix explained it. The egg. You're right to take it. Make it your priority. Be safe. We'll share a drink and stories when we meet again. Spoiler, that won't be Speak with Logan. Hey, Captain Vanilla. Case tell you where she was taking the egg? No, she was just gone. Wish I knew what she was thinking. She wasn't. Case has always been different. First time I met her, she walked into our camp like the queen of the world. No fear. Ritlock and I were both there and on our guard. Kaith wasn't afraid of you? Kaith is a linear thinker. She takes everything literally. If she took the egg, it's because she felt it was necessary. She does nothing without a reason. Do you have any idea where she would go with it? Not exactly, but I know she has secret places and hiding spots that hold significance for her. This is probably one of those. All right, thank you. I'll see you again. Doobie-doo-doobie-doo-doo.
I'm telling you, Logan, you can't assume that Keith knows what she's doing.
How long have we known Kate?
Agreed.
She doesn't think like other people, but she chose the path of good.
You saw how she hightailed it out of here to go after the egg. It had her
Target
attention the
destroyed.
moment it was mentioned. Maybe we should tag along. Try to find Kate.
No, Soja, we promised to go with the pact. They're counting on
That's
us.
not going to work out great for either one of them.
We left now.
They don't die. We want to be clear about that. But it doesn't go great. Use the script tunnels to reach the far silver wastes. I think I can just go there on my own now. But we'll try the tunnels, because they're script. And I am their bane. A bane technically is the cause for of downfall or destruction. Enter tunnel. I like how I dive in head first. We'll go ahead and grab the Vista while we're here. Plenty of veteran Mordrum around. The Mystery Cave. So, to repeat, if in fact
Looks like
we
somebody's
end
been
up in the
here
fight,
recently.
I will be
So this is
exiting.
where we're
I
planting
will
the last
share
seed.
the spoiler with you.
Keith was in here years ago.
And
so it's
then I'll
as
probably
good a
be calling
place
it
as
an
any.
evening.
The
If it's the
boss's
other way
last memory
around,
vision showed wind running
we'll
into
get the
it.
spoiler, and
Keith and Fowling
then
were
I'll
right behind her.
which
If
means
this place is of any importance,
tomorrow.
maybe we'll find something that will lead
Heart
us
of
to her.
Thorns.
Okay, boss. Would you like to
Get
do
the torch
honors?
safe, just like you asked. You know how to use this thing? Wave it around and hope something happens? Good enough for me. Think we'll be attacked? Always a chance. I saw Mordrum stirring to the north, closer than I'm comfortable with. They might be following us, okay.
Do your thing. We'll watch your back.
I'm going to do my thing. I'm waving it.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Sorry.
Can you go any faster? We've got company.
Protect the boss.
Yes, protect the boss. Say from this Mordrum wolf that's biting his ass. Biting his fuzzy butt. There we go. We've got
What's
3
happening?
glowing sigils. Actually, Bane is a Batman comics villain. He is, indeed. And you know what kind?
You'll regret this.
He's a Luca Libre. Luca Libre? He's a Mexican wrestler. Professional wrestler. He's not like he was in the movie.
I guess some spells take longer than others. Thanks for opening the cave for us.
I consider that to be just another example of a comic
Come on, boss. Let's see
hero
what's
or
inside.
villain that is just transparently attempting to pander to somebody. I'm entering. we're all entering the Mystery Cave.
All right. I wasn't expecting that.
I'll light the way. Stay close.
Yep, this is the cavern. I think the fight comes first, in which case, as I've said a number of times, I'm just going to bail. And I'll share the spoiler with you, or the big reveal. Oh, well, I can... Regular stuff, fine. No problem.
Great. Half the cave system knows we're here by now.
Let's see. There was also a Darth Bane,
Whatever it is.
which I always considered to be just about the dumbest name imaginable for a Darth. But then they've been going downhill ever since. Like, okay, first of all, we had Darth Vader. That was fine. Then the second name we ever got, Darth Maul. And I went, okay, that's really a little bit on the nose. And then Darth Sidious, and from there it was just straight downhill. There's a Darth Gravid, was canon for quite a while. That means heavily pregnant. There was a Darth Scabrous. Seriously, that was a canon name for years.
Regression.
So I still don't know if we're going to get the reveal before or after the fight. I hope before. But I think after. Yep. Fight takes place here.
Whoa.
But I think I'm probably going to have to exit it and explain the big reveal. Presumably a similar sort of building to Tarir, which you see in the second map in Heart of Thorns. Darth Bad Guy. Miss playing SWTOR. Generally, it seems like the new team has been doing a good job with it, from what I understand. I'm not certain in that I have not played for...
Oh.
I don't know. I played a lot a couple of years back, maybe 3 years ago.
Didn't you say there was a golden location in your vision?
So much that it was the second most
Does it feel like
streamed
this is the
game
place
at that
to
time.
plant the final seed? What's your intuition telling you?
My proximity's not increasing, guys. Now it is. Stools and steins. Middle of the magical mysterious place, it feels odd to find something as mundane as a stool and an ale mug. Sounds like dwarves have been here. Bristleburn bush. Scarlet color warns away animals and adventurers who might stray too close to this bristleburn plant. Its prick is renowned for causing the most excruciating pain. Sounds similar to the Gimpy Gimpy tree in Australia, of course. Where else would it be? I have a character named after the Gimpy Gimpy tree. Notoriously the most painful plant-inflicted ouchie imaginable. In one case, there was a case of a guy who used a leaf to wipe his bottom and shortly thereafter committed suicide because the pain was so terrible. Oh, oh. I will plant the memory seed. Well, where will I plant it? I don't see the green star. Ah, there it is. We have a sleeping sack. Nothing could seem more out of place here than a sleeping sack. There's nothing ancient about it. Someone's been here recently. No identifying marks. We do get the memory. All right, so...
You're not leaving until you tell me the truth.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need to know. We need to know. Tell me what you and Mother were talking about that day.
Fallon, this isn't necessary. Please, Fallon, stop this. Please. I promised our mother I wouldn't tell anyone. Please. Let's go talk to her.
I'll make you wish you'd never left the dream, traitor.
Keith, I swore to Mother. Wynne, just tell her what she wants to know, and we can go home. She was betraying us all, Keith. It's as clear as the tears on her face. Fallon, maybe this has gone far enough. No, it hasn't. Gone nearly far enough. Maybe pain will make her talk. I saw a bristleburn plant on the way in. Watch her, Keith. I'll be back shortly. Wynne, please. I'm tired. I just want to go back to the Glove. Tell her. The centaurs didn't have to die. You must see that she's going too far this time, don't you? And she's dragging you along with her. I need time to think. So I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. When I was younger, prequels was a hot take in Russia, especially with fan dubs, so I saw them like 50 times. Home or in the theater, but SWTOR has most captivating main story. Well, actually has kind of like 8 captivating main, well, more or less captivating.
I can't tell her what she's asking for, Keith. You've seen what Fallon's capable of. She massacred those centaurs.
They attacked first. She had to defend herself.
She struck first. He was unarmed.
No, I don't think she'd...
She'll torture me until I tell my secret. That will be the end of our kind.
The end of Silvari? What do you mean?
We come from the jungle dragon. We belong to it. We're meant to serve it.
You're lying!
I saw it in my dream. And if Fallon knew, she wouldn't keep it a secret. She'd use it against Mother. When word got out, the world would see us as monsters. You know her. All she wants is power. Think. She will break me unless you kill me first. Fallon must never learn.
The Silvari
Please.
Are the creations of Mordramoth the Jungle Dragon.
She's coming. I will bear your pain.
That's the big reveal.
Hurry.
And so she takes Wynne's cattails for her own hairdo. And that's a big plot point in Heart of Thorns, is some of the Silvari turn, some don't. But they're all the creations of Mordramoth.
Hey, boss. You back? Keith is here.
There's the bristleburn bush. So what's the big deal? Like, destroyers are mindless bugs. Undead are dead, but Silvari are sane and sentient. The drama is that they didn't know. And basically, Mordramoth sends out a call to them that they cannot not hear. And some of them respond and join Mordramoth, and this leads to a huge amount of distrust amongst the humans of Sura, Norn, and Char. They are the creation of these evil dragons, one of these evil dragons. Keith, was that a memory seed I saw? It was. The pale tree gave it to me. Then you know that what Wynn told me and what I did. What are you going to do? Tell me, is it true? Which part? Did I murder one of my fellow firstborn? Do we Sylvari come from an elder dragon? Yes, all of it's true. Why was Wynn the only one who knew the truth? She was the first of the night blooms. Her dream revealed it to her. I know now that she viewed protecting us from the truth as her wild hunt. Does the pale tree know what happened with Wynn? Night Court already are pricks, so there's no bad. There is bad Sylvari, yes, absolutely, but... And actually, that's one of the threads that they never really answer sufficiently in Heart of Thorns, to my mind, is how did the Night Court respond to the fact that now, understanding that they are a creation of Mordremoth, where they had been theoretically fighting for the right to decide for themselves, they're all the creations of the Jungle Dragon. Let the Asura build some white noise stuff for Dragon Call and we're good to go. Well, sadly, it's not a noise they hear. It's in their brains. Their tiny little vegetative brains. You know, they have an artichoke in there. Does the pale tree know what happened with Wynn? Of course, she felt Wynn's death and the dream revealed what had happened. I've never seen her so heartbroken. Over time, she forgave me, though. I don't think she ever forgave Fowlin. So what now? I know the secret, too. Do you expect me to keep it to myself? Doesn't matter anymore. The secret will come out on its own soon enough. Already, Sylvari have been losing control of themselves. Mordremoth won't stop there. Why did you bring the egg here, of all places? This place, it reminds me of how far I will go to protect my people. This egg is critical to our future. You need to give me the egg
The egg
right
must
now.
be protected.
Yeah.
You and I are on the same side. Don't ever forget that, my friend.
You're on your own side, Kaith. That's all you've ever been, on your own.
The dragon shadow is upon us.
Oh, the dragon shadow is coming, and this is where I will be pulling the plug. Anyway, backstabber hitting from the front. What a twist. Ah, that would be a twist, actually. So this is the dragon, and this is the dragon fight, and it's so awful that, problem solved. No profanities, no vulgarity, no extended complaining about the encounter design. Hey, Major Kicks. You just arrived just in time for me to avoid swearing and having my blood pressure go so high that I have an aneurysm or possibly all the blood vessels in my eyes pop simultaneously. I will hydrate. I will stretch. It's so much nicer to be able to skip a terrible fight than actually play it out, although I am very pleased that we actually got the reveal before the fight. Much better that we heard it from Wynn and Kaith than you heard it from me. It's the end of Living World Season 2, and we found out what Kaith had found out from Wynn. So we come back in. No. We head back. Can't go there. Curses. Foiled again. I'm just gonna mount up then. And sadly, let's just go to report to Red Rock Bastion in the Silver Wastes as we are starting Heart of Thorns. We defeat the big dragon thing. I'll tell you the entirety of the fight. I swear so much that even my most loyal viewers go, maybe I'll watch Muckluck. I curse the game design team. I curse the 6 human gods. It's just the mechanics in it are just so unfun. That's my problem. especially if you're primarily a melee class. It is kind of actively hostile to melee. Yes. The armor set is actually just the one I got with the level 80 boost.
Mordramoth proved even more powerful than we imagined. The jungle itself set against us and shredded our ships.
Yeah, the big armada of ships was annihilated.
And then there was the call. All of us Sylvari heard it, and many followed Mordramoth's commands, turning on their pact allies. Many are dead. Still others are missing.
Our plans
and our fleet
didn't
is
work
utterly
out
broken.
great in this case.
If rescue doesn't come soon, there won't be anything left to rescue. Please, we need your help.
So, our big armada flew over into Maguma,
Commander
the
on
heart of
field.
Maguma,
10 hut.
and got completely fucked over.
Good to see you,
And that's
Commander.
where we're going to come in.
Some of your associates are already in the field. They were eager to help.
At ease, tactician. Larent there called for my assistance. What can you tell me about the situation in Maguma?
We've seen a few survivors.
Yeah,
coming
it's
out
not
of
a
the
bad
jungle.
looking set at
The
all. That's
news
why
isn't
I
good.
haven't changed it. You know, I
Mordramoth
mean, I have a
destroyed the fleet as
shitload
soon as it arrived. It was a massacre.
of skins I could have swapped
that
over to,
survived
but
are
I
in
kind of
disarray.
liked it, so I've
We're
stuck
keeping
with
the
it.
way out of Maguma open, mostly. But Amber Sandfall is getting hit pretty hard.
Generally,
If we lose that,
at the time it launched,
need
a
that
lot
way
of people were
way in for
put off by the
if we're gonna turn
difficulty.
this around.
But they
We
eased
also
up the
need your
difficulty a
current
little,
testing's edge.
and now
They were
generally,
really
because
I need
the
to know what happened.
metas are so good, those maps get a lot of play, especially the second map. The meta there
Listen up,
is
troops.
played
We've got
regularly,
dispatches coming
all
in
the
from
time.
jungle, and it's looking
Running the
for
full
the
meta in the first map
Bring
takes
us back to
a long
story
time,
yet.
but I think is
But based
also
on
very,
preliminary
very good.
assessments, we have to prepare
Escort
for the
reinforcements. So, okay, I have to escort
Our
the
orders
reinforcements.
haven't changed. Hold this fort at all costs. We lost the fleet, but we're not
We
losing
lost
the
the
Silver
fleet.
Wings.
Oops!
Amber
We
Sandfall
lost the
is
fleet. Yeah,
now
we
the
misplaced
primary
our
rally point
fleet.
for survivors. The Pact is relying on us to hold this ground. Look sharp and do your jobs. Mordramoth won the first round, but this war
Not a
is
fan of the
far
Super
from
Mario elements of the zones. Certainly, the very nature of them has changed now because of the prevalence of mounts. Even a raptor makes it a lot easier getting around. Where am I going? Go over. Oh, I can't mount. I can't mount. Just felt the whole time, damn, I should have purchased a flying mount. You have to earn the flying mounts. The Griffin is a achievement that opens up. Lost our fleet. Go find it. Yeah. It's all over the place, literally. The Griffin requires you to finish the storyline for Heart of Thorns. And you then either have to buy Secrets of the Obscure. You can get the less full-featured Sky Scale from that. Or you have to buy all of Living World Season 4. All of it. To get the far more easily achieved, but still full-featured model of the Sky Scale. I'll talk to Rox.
Glad you're here.
Yep.
They say Mordramoth wiped out the entire fleet.
They say right.
The news has Frostbite a little anxious. I mean, because Destiny's Edge was on board. I hope they're okay.
I'm with Frostbite.
Although,
the boss, Destiny's Edge, and airships killed some.
if you finish out Heart of
Go
Thorns,
so wrong this time.
the Griffin does
We're
cost
about to see for
250
ourselves.
gold.
I need you two at the staging area near
You have to buy 5 things for 50 gold each.
We'll be there. Just gotta mop up the
Well,
last
I have done all 3 of the Skyscale grinds. I did
See
the
you
original Skyscale grind. I did the Skyscale grind with the currency you get from the return to the Seasons of the Dragons achievement. Gets you a lot of currency you need, so it's much easier than the original. And I've also done the version in Secrets of the Obscure. They are a grind, but Secrets of the Obscure wasn't that bad. A couple of days, I would say. And by days, I don't mean, 8-hour days. Okay, escort. Never good at making money. Well, for me, for a large part of it, was for years just logging in every day. Because until Secrets of the Obscure,
Mordremoth's trying to keep us bottled
there
up
were
here. We can't let that
28
happen.
days in the login month, 4 weeks of 7 days. And you got a bunch of materials and stuff you could sell. And doing that for literally years on end meant I always had lots of those materials. Because even when I wasn't playing, I was still logging in every day. And now I do the dailies pretty much every day. The first way of getting the Skyscale wasn't that bad. There was just those small time gates. The currencies. The currencies from the individual maps was pretty bad. You needed 250 of each map currency from all of the Living World Season 4 maps. And that's the thing that's gotten easier now, is you can get those just by doing the Return to achievements. And that is a huge time saver, rather than farming for days after days after days, which was necessary previously to get those map currencies. The time gates I didn't consider to be too onerous.
Thank
Too
the
much of a
gods you're
burden.
here, boss. We were hoping for
The problem
some
with the
sign that
initial
Kate can be aid.
batch,
We found
the initial version was those
We did verify
currencies.
that Kate has been
Well, that's a
here
whole
the
bunch of
last day or
insect
so.
swarms
Sorry
that I
we
can't
can't
go
do
into
more.
because I'll just die.
We'll get the egg back. But right now, our top priority
Agree with Nod Knox, 250
What's
gold
the
is kind of
situation?
over the budget. Yeah, well, understandable.
Mordrim
Oh,
attacked after
great.
we left the camp
Freaking
resort.
God.
We
I'm just
went to
complaining
Camp
about
Resort.
those things right then and
Brandon
what
Ross
happened.
went to Red Rock.
I never made it to Camp Resolve. Once I heard the fleet had been attacked, I knew I'd be needed.
So it's even worse than it looks. You can count on us, boss. We're
No,
ready
so the
to go.
Griff, well, and the
Just say
Griffin
word.
is a
Consider it said.
the
Finish
Griffin
up what you're
is
doing,
a
and meet me at
specialist
the edge of the jungle.
mount.
We'll all go in together.
Good.
It does one thing
First
really,
my
really
sister.
well. If you
Then the
if you can
Zephyrite
start at a high
Masters, now the
location,
Pact fleet. Mordremoth has to be stopped for good.
you can get up an enormous amount of speed. The Skyscale is more of a general purpose mount. It's not as good at the specifics of all of the rest of them. Enter the pack staging area. For instance, it's not as good at going fast as the Beetle or the Griffin, so on and so forth. 250 gold over the budget. Where's the time to even pull through first quests? So I hope you'll have some progress. Is the budget Skyscale from Sato easier to get? It is much easier to get. It has a lot of the same requirements, but fewer. It's not especially expensive or anything. It's essentially a much abbreviated version. However, until you actually acquire it, you can only use it. You get a temporary one, but you can only use that in Soto. Once you actually acquire it, you can use it anywhere. Skyscale just combines some of the mounts so you don't have to swap as much for convenience sake. Yeah, basically. It has a couple other features, especially if you've gotten both the Soto version and the Living World Season 4 version. There are some additional things it does that the other versions of Skyscale don't do. So there is an advantage to having done both on the account, but it's a lot of work. Oh, Canuck.
Hey, boss.
I'm talking to Canuck. The adults are talking.
Disaster. I knew you'd get involved, so I came to pitch in. Scruffy and I gave these locals a lesson in Mordrum bashing while we waited for you. Oh, and Canuck helped too.
Yes, I helped. And I thought the Firstborn were full of themselves. Commander, Countess Anise sent me to support you and represent the Shining Blade in the fight against Mordremoth. The jungle won't contain Mordremoth for long. Mordrum incursions are already happening as far away as Diessa Plateau.
Craft 10 items.
I also have an obvious personal stake in defeating the Jungle Dragon. In any case,
the lovely and talented Engelbert Meow has joined us.
Glad to have you.
Let's see if I can... Oh.
Gonna need all the...
We don't want to interrupt me while I'm having sexy voice talk. I am done with sexy voice talk. I need to momentarily swap over to here so that I can... Did I get it right? Yay! That was a shout out for Engelbert Meow. She's awesome. She mostly streams Guild Wars 2, this very same game that you can see that I'm playing right now. But also does some cozy gaming. She does cursed cosplays from time to time, where she takes a few bucks and a few hours and puts together a cosplay. Her most recent was cosplaying as the Homestead from the next expansion. She does architectural cosplays. Somewhere I heard this voice in another game. That's very likely that you heard it. A lot of the voice work has been in endless games elsewhere. EBM is awesome. She mostly streams evenings. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen her stream in outside of an evening thing. And this was at the end, I believe, was at the end of Living World Season 2. This popped up, and that's how they announced the expansion. It was like this, in-game. So EBM is awesome. You should follow her. Mostly she streams it in the evening, so like 9, starting like 8 or 9 or maybe 10 o'clock Pacific time. She's a night owl. But she does awesome, chill streams. And despite any rumors you may have heard anywhere, there is no tangible evidence that she's actually demented. I promise. She's an ANET bully. Did she get partnered? Did she get ANET partnered? Is that what you're saying? Because I hadn't heard that. Is this true? EBM. Is this true? She's not answering me. It's understandable. You know, she just comes in to get the shout out and then just leaves. I tell you, the nerve of some people.
If we lose soldiers for want of bandages, I'll see.
The odds that was the case are just about 0. But I've got to give her a hard time. It's actually in my contract. Rumors are no fun unless they're true. You're not helping. I asked a simple question. Fixing some screws that were loose. You don't have that much time to fix your loose screws. I promise you. I'm going to stay in the world and continue to harass EBM until I get a straight answer from her. I'm just going to sit here and glare at the camera and at all of you until she answers the simple question. EBM. Are you in fact now an ANET partner? The implication was made. Congratulations. I'm envious. I'm trying to think of exactly the right, almost offensive thing to say. I have so many options. Matt, I'm going to stick with congratulations. Yes. He's just standing there menacingly, and I was glaring at EBM. Congratulations. It's the cursed cosplays that pushed it over the edge. So, do you think if I stop swearing at ArenaNet, I might get to be a partner? Spoiler, there is no chance in hell. Just thought I'd put that out there. I'm really stoked for you. Congratulations. That's pretty freaking awesome. And now, because we've hit a convenient place, okay, I'll play a little bit more. Yes, it's just the cosplays. If I did cosplays like that, I would be exactly the same. Except
Stay sharp,
in a
people.
fancy
Mortimer
costume.
hit the pack hard.
Or possibly a
It's up
not
to
so
us to
fancy
pick up the
costume.
pieces.
So, the narrative here is that our whole fleet has been not exactly welcomed by the animated forest that has destroyed the entire fleet. Yes, that is true. She can now pop around between EU. For instance, if she wants to get away from me when I'm stalking her in-game, she can just change to the other continent. I'm now looking around, and
so much wreckage.
It blowed up real good.
I was expecting carnage, but this... Mordremoth actually took down the entire fleet.
Spirits. Could anyone have survived?
We annihilated Zaitan. Apparently Mordremoth learned a good solid lesson. Nope, there's Chauncey! Did you see Chauncey?
I see a camp. And a
There's
camp
Chauncey.
of survivors.
Chauncey probably checking out
Grab! Get back here!
the Raptors, I'm guessing. I can glide. That's right, we can glide. We can't fly here in this instance, but we can glide. Oh, no, I know you would never run away from my stalking. You would put on comfortable, sensible shoes and just walk away. The way you kind of pretend not to make eye contact with people in the street, you know?
We're in enemy territory.
Somebody's giving away
There.
things
Glad
or
to see you
asking
survived.
if you want
I
to
need a status report now.
talk
You're
about
a
their
welcome sight,
religion,
Commander.
and you kind of just stare past them, the 1,000-yard stare as you walk.
Mordremoth tore the fleet apart. The Pact is in ruins. Traherne and Destiny's Edge were taken prisoner. They were alive, but now MIA. And the remaining soldiers no longer trust me.
And you're surprised? Scarlet, Aaron, and now this? Mordremoth always uses Sylvari to do its dirtiest dirty work.
We need to strengthen the defenses around here. Our priority has to be salvaging weapon parts from the crash site.
What about our comrades in the cavern? The Pact does not abandon its own.
Look around, sir. There is no more pact, and the prisoners you want to save are probably already dead.
Think it through, soldier. We need greater numbers, or any salvage party we send will disappear like the others.
This isn't helping. Just tell us where Destiny's Edge is, please.
Larent there, stand by. I need to think this through.
Stand by. I need to think this through. Think, damn it, I need to think. What happened again? Someone explain. Explorer Metella. Wait, so you're telling me I'm the only one who asked them for change before they can ask me about it? Telling me I'm the only one who asked them for change before they can ask me about it. Maybe? What about the imprisoned soldiers? Sylvari soldiers. They're not worth the risk. I see your point. Let's focus on protecting this camp. Burn!
I'm sorry, Lanthere, but I need these troops battle ready, and I don't have time to prove you're still trustworthy. I need you to stand down while we fortify this position. Some of my people will stay with you for your own protection.
I understand, Commander. I will comply. But for the record, I can still do my duty for this unit and the Pact.
Noted. Now I need a volunteer to guard Lanthere, so he stays safe and out of trouble. Rox?
You got it, boss.
Our priority now is salvaging turret parts from the wreckage. We need real firepower to protect this position. Spread out and search
So what?
the
20 episodes?
salvageable weapon parts.
And
now fall in and
we've
let's get to
reached
work.
Heart of Thorns. Now, mind you, we skipped the most of the last two chapters of Living World Season 1 because nobody was doing either the Tower of Nightmares or Battle for Lion's Arch. And we skipped the big dragon fight at the end of Living World Season 2 because that fight sucks. Salvage equipment. All right, we need to salvage equipment. From wreckage. Do we have a green star? Okay. Is the type that gets eye contact and then someone asks him for spare change. Oh, that. Oh, no. Pocket raptors. Everyone loves pocket raptors. And he has to come up with a quick wit answer to, no.
They came here
Believe
with
me.
soldiers. Now they're just another meal for these scaly little skeletons.
My time at University of California in Berkeley, I learned the 1,000-yard stare like nobody's business. Ideally, what you would do is you would have your book bag slung over your back, your backpack, and your hands in your pockets so no one could stick anything in your hands or even try, and walk. Walk and not look anyone in the eye. On campus or in the environs around the campus.
Commander, you need to see this.
Oh, this guy's hearing whispers.
Mordremoth, it's in my head. Can you hear it?
Can we hear your head?
Call.
No, we can't hear your head.
Willed Sylvari, it sounds like thunder. To me, it's more like a buzzing fly.
Then I need you to lead by example. Show everybody that Mordremoth doesn't control you.
Evidently, I can hear it too. Okay. Am I going to be allowed to talk with this guy?
Mordremoth's voice.
Yes.
I'm terrified to close my eyes out here.
I'm not. Help me.
I'm the type that goes, can you spare some change before they can ask me after I have completely throw off their game. There you go. Now that makes sense.
Mordremoth is the enemy.
Now, see, the secret is to...
Who the enemy is. I know.
Goodness gracious, a follow. The Hustler Felsen. I have to kill this sad unfortunate, and then I'll give you my spiel. Hold on. Bear with me.
He's gone. The dragon has him now.
Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow.
Brings out the worst in you.
Good evening, welcome, and thanks. Strolling through campus. It's a good place to hang out here. Kind of depends on the content I'm doing. I did a lot of swearing over the previous couple of days. Living World Season 2 and we didn't get along so great. You see, because I mostly played my my guard first time through Hot, I never really had a problem
Keep looking.
with the Raptors. Now, the Mordrum snipers, They can die screaming in a fire. But I never really had a problem with the raptors.
Hold up. That's Mr. Sparkles. Soldier's Golem. He's here. Where's she? And in what shape? There should still be usable
Mr. Sparkles has suffered serious damage, either in the crash or in the mortem attacks that followed. He is powered down and completely non-functional.
Feels like there's something moving under
Sparkles has been battered, burned, and broken. There's no way to salvage what's left of him. He must have taken a lot of punishment for him to wind up like this. Strong. I feel invincible. I am woman. Wait, that's not right. Pocket raptors are like pocket sand. You throw them at an enemy and run away. I know that historically, good evening, jukebox. Historically, they are, as best I can determine, they are more hated than the Mordrum snipers, who are the ones that I can't stand. They're the worst.
Assist me.
Because the Mordrum snipers, they have an attack that leaves a line of fire. So they hit you really hard. You're standing in a line of fire that almost instantly downs you, and then almost instantly kills you because you're still lying in this line of fire on the ground. They're terrible. You can guess away. I'm not sure I'm going to like it, but yeah, you can guess away. A little bit over. Not too far off, though. 63. Oh, I'm freaking rooted. That's always fun.
Mordremoth, guide my hand.
Remember the 60s at all? Oh, yeah. Depending on which parts. I mean, I was born in 60, so I don't remember 1960. You know, but by the end of it, I mean, I remember the moon landing. My family and I were on our first trip ever to Disneyland in July of 1969. And I was a huge fan of the astronauts, space travel in general. More raptors. How about we just give them a little hello? I remember when we got our first color TV. How's that? Wait. You mean TVs weren't always in color? Turns out no. More pocket raptors.
Bloodstains, but no bodies. Not a good sign.
We have live soldiers here that need protecting. The prisoners Laren there wants to rescue are beyond our help.
Return to the pack survivors. Okay. I remember exactly one episode of Star Trek when it originally aired. The very last episode, as it turns out. The one where Dr. Janice Lester swaps her mind with Captain Kirk's. So Kirk is in a woman's body. That's quite the turnaround.
Rox, I need an update. Any problems with Laren there?
No problems.
I was watching
Most
Star
of the
Trek because
soldiers
it was
won't
space
talk to him,
stuff, and
though.
I was interested in
I think
space
he's
stuff.
taking it pretty hard.
Keep watching him. If any trouble starts and he's involved, I want you and Frostbite ready to jump in. Everybody form up and do your jobs. It's a long time until daylight.
Yeah, Ed Sullivan was certainly not watched all the time, and I don't remember any specific, oh, we watched the Beatles, say.
All set.
But definitely, it was watched in the household.
But it's a bit touchy.
Bolstering this camp's defenses sets up a safe spot for Destiny's Edge to come back to.
Let's see, my favorite show at that time? I think it was my favorite anyway.
Feel a lot better if you had any other.
Certainly, I loved Mission Impossible as a kid. The original Mission Impossible. With the guy that came before, Mr. Phelps. And one of the memories ingrained in my brain from my youth was, because it was on at 10 p.m., I normally couldn't watch it because I had to go to bed so I could go to school the next day. But we had a Thursday night off. And so my parents were going to allow me to stay up to watch Mission Impossible. And it was preempted that night. One of the most scarring moments of my youth. Not really that scarring. Slightly scarring. I mostly got over it. Thank you. I wouldn't put it that way. If anything, I think I'm more of a legend for the fact that I bought my first computer in like 1980. And I bought it to play games on. Were not a lot of people buying computers to play games on then. I bought my first computer, an Apple II Plus. At the time, you could either get an Apple II or an Apple II Plus, and I went with the Apple II Plus, but both of them were still for sale at that time. And was buying it for games like Computer Bismarck from Strategic Simulations Incorporated, the guys who later on made the famous D&D Gold Box games. I did see the first Star Wars. Not only that, not only did I see it, when I finished killing all these guys, should just be there. Yeah, it is. I pulled this out not too terribly long ago. I'm going to take a chance. Whoop. Ding. That is the 1976 edition, I believe, of Star Wars. So I read the book before the movie. It's the book club edition, so it's got these rough cut edges. You can see 76. Yeah. So first edition. Now that's really a rarity. Someone who read the Star Wars book before the movie. So yeah, the reason why is I remember seeing the trailer for it the year before in a movie called Wizards. It was a trailer, and Wizards was an animated movie. The guy, Ralph Bakshi, the director, later did the Lord of the Rings animated movie. But we were there for Wizards, and the Star Wars trailer came on. And to say the theater went ape shit is an understatement. I've never seen a movie theater react like the way we did to the trailer for Star Wars. And as I said, though, this is the bookstore edition. You can see the edges are all uneven on the pages. Sorry, book club edition. I was a member of the science fiction book club at the time. Did we just get Ritlock? Is that what that was? Ritlock showing up again? I think so. Stop with the goddamn knockbacks already, alright? You jerk.
Feel the power of the jumping dragon.
I feel the power of the jungle dragon. Not really. I'm not feeling it, gotta say. Not really feeling it. I don't think he's feeling it anymore either. That was when Retlock returned from the Great Beyond. Right, yeah, I thought so. I do remember Rodney Dangerfield, because I don't get no respect.
Hope you don't mind me joining.
Don
you
Rickles,
together. Like
Foster Brooks. Foster Brooks was a comedian, very popular.
You're alive. But where have you been?
He'd never make it anymore. His entire shtick was him pretending to be extraordinarily drunk.
All you need to know is that I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Right
And
now,
this is our first appearance of a Revenant.
Ridlock's right. We need to find Destiny's Edge and hit Mordremoth where it lives.
We never really got any information as to how he got the magical powers of a
Commander,
Revenant.
There are more Pale Reavers out there. I'd like to gather them together and take command. As a Sylvari-only unit, we can monitor and protect ourselves from threats both internal and external. If any of us show signs of faltering, the others will do what needs to be done.
All right. Request granted. Good luck, Larenthere. Listen up. We're breaking camp. Get the wounded to the Silver Waste. Larenthere will remain here to secure the area.
Thank you, Commander. I'm headed to the high ground. That's where the Pale Reavers were trained to go. Also,
Not only the
talk to
Pale Reavers were trained to go to the
Scout.
higher ground,
If they overheard any
but so
valuable
was
intel
Obi-Wan
since we
Kenobi.
arrived, he'll know about it.
Doopy doopy doop doop. And we have entered the Heart of Thorns.
That looks valuable.
I saw you dive into the mists. Where did you end up? How did you learn new magic?
Look, history is full of legendary figures. Heroes and villains, idols and monsters. While I was in the mists, I figured out how to harness their power and make it work for me, okay?
Got a Power Vit Ferocity
okay,
axe.
But I have a lot more questions.
I already have it unlocked.
Save him. We've got a mission, soldier.
Sell probably
Let's get to
50 or
work.
60? 40 silver. Out we go.
Ridlock looks different.
He fights different, too. How is he doing what he's doing?
Doesn't matter. It's working. I'm glad he's here.
Me too. It's a good omen. We took heavy losses, but we're still in this fight.
And we have entered Verdant Brink. So, I'm going to call it here for the evening, as this is a good break point. I'm glad I went through and at least did the first bit.
Wow, that's quality armor.
Off stream, I may run around and do hero points, as I have already unlocked, Dragon Hunter, and running around doing hero points is not especially interesting material. But if I can fill out the rest of Dragon Hunter, I can swap the spec in, and we can continue on the storyline. Absolutely, you can join my Discord. Yep, you are on Twitch. The Twitch command. I will warn you, my Discord sometimes boots people. Not me. I don't boot people. But my Discord sometimes does. Where you leave, to go to another Discord, talk to your friends, something like that, and you'll find out that my Discord's no longer on your list. If that happens, send me a direct message. I will send you a handcrafted, lovingly created personal link. It just happens sometimes, and I have to warn people about it. Does it piss me off? Yes. Do I know why it happens? No. But I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. I am very appreciative of the fact that you choose to hang out here. I will be back tomorrow at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia, for more Heart of Thorns action. There are some instances in here that may make me swear a little too, but I don't think it'll be as bad as it's been the last couple of days. I'm so glad I skipped that one today, though. That was a delight. And that's my plans. Upcoming, I expect I'll probably continue with this for a bit. On July 9th, sadly, 2 games that I want to be playing. The new expansion or new content drop for Last Epoch, and Once Human, which looks really fun, and I've watched Datmod's playing a good bit of, and he seems to be enjoying, so that one looks cool. I want to thank you all. I have received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Thank you. So what I'm thinking right now is I'll probably start with an early morning stream on the 9th, and I'll play Last Epoch, and then for the evening stream, I will play Once Human. That's my stab at what I'm going to be doing. How long I'll continue doing that, I don't know. It's going to depend on how much fun I'm having in both. But for the next, week or so, I expect more Guild Wars 2 as I continue to level up. You know him, you love him. Caraxes Scriptbane. He's pretty. But I think that's going to be it. So, again, thank you all for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Let me check on one thing really fast. Relatively really fast. Sort of fast. Nope, not really. Had to check, though. So, I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday evening. Welcome to your weekend. And I am going to require you all to have kick-ass weekends. I expect reports on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.